This is an internal threat under the guise of religion. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Islam is not just a religion. We are all scared of criticizing Islam because people will call us names. But the religious side of Islam is not important for me to criticize. It's only about 5 or 10% of the religion. The majority of the religion of Islam is a political system, and it's a very elaborate legal system that can put you to death if you leave it. There's only one philosophy in the world that agrees with Islam, and it's the mafia. You leave the mafia, you are killed. You leave Islam, you are killed. America, wake up. We are being desensitized. We are being misinformed, and we are being told it's our fault. America, you have to know this is not our fault. What is the word kill? When the word kill is said, it means kill. There is no misunderstanding. There is no misinterpretation. Ladies and gentlemen, like Rifqa, I am a former Muslim. And I have a threat on my life wherever I go. I have to look over my shoulder. And why is that? Because there is a fatwa of death issued on every person who leaves Islam by none other than our top religious Muslim leaders. There is a journalist in Egypt right now who is pleading for his life. He did not leave Islam. He merely stood against some parts of Sharia that oppresses women, and he was defending women's rights. Guess what happened to him? The apostasy card. You know, in America here, we have the race card. In the Muslim world, anybody who wants any kind of reformation, he's called an apostate. And what happens to him? In one Friday, 5,000 mosques in Egypt issued simultaneously a fatwa of death against this man. How can killing apostates be just an extremist thing that doesn't happen, like some people would like us to think? That killing apostates it really doesn't happen in Islam. In one day, 5,000 fatwas of death were issued against this man. It means it's mainstream in Islam to kill apostates. It is mainstream. And that's why parents like Rifqa Bary's parents are under a horrendous pressure by the Muslim community to kill her, torture her, send her back to her country, put her in a mental institution, like what they do to the people who leave Islam in the Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you to be desensitized to Islamic tyranny, because it can happen to a country. I had a maid in Egypt who told me a story in an Egyptian village. When she was playing near the river Nile one day, she and other children saw a body of a woman floating on the Nile River. And parents came and rushed and took the kids away. And she asked, "Who is that?" And somebody told her, "This is the body of a woman who doesn't want to obey Islam." Guess what? Nobody reported it to the police. And the village police walked away like nothing happened until the body of that girl, of that woman, disappeared in the Nile with no memory, no reporting of a murder. Honor killing and apostate killings in the Muslim world happen a lot. Over 5 and 10,000 a year happen in the Muslim world. Enough to silence anybody from saying, I don't want to practice Islam anymore. And that is the tragedy. You see the pictures here, these are just a few who were reported because they lived in the West. In the Muslim world, they go unreported. Their memory is wiped out. Their parents don't want to remember them. I have nobody from the Muslim world call me anymore. My family disown me. If they were living here with me, I would be dead. Rifqa Bary is right. Believe her. Believe her, courthouse. How can I live in peace in America? I'm a U.S. citizen. How can I live in peace when there are mosques in America who believe in Sharia? How can I live in peace when there are Muslim scriptures bought and sold and read in America, ordering the people who read them to kill apostates? How can I live in America in peace when there are Muslim leaders, respected Muslim leaders, who say apostates must be killed? This is the tragedy that must be known in this country, because I started with others, of course, several of us started a new organization called Former Muslims United. And we are going to have more numbers than the members of CARE. Very good. We are going to beat the numbers because there are so many Muslims who have had it. They have had it up to here. We escaped the Muslim world and the tyranny of oppression of women, killing of apostates, honor killing, to come to America to live in this great nation, to live in peace and escape the tyranny of Islam. But what do? They follow us here and they say we want Sharia. We don't want to have this tyranny come to this beautiful country, and we want to preserve it with its freedoms. We have to speak out and never be ashamed of being called you're an Islamophobe. You know what? If you're going to be living with an insult like that, it's fine. America's worth it, ladies and gentlemen. America, wake up. We don't want to live in this kind of tyranny. It's coming to America. It's coming to a mosque near you, in a neighborhood near you. And we cannot allow it to happen. Not under this constitution. They say that Sharia is compatible with democracy. They are in the White House, ladies and gentlemen. They are in Congress. They are everywhere. They are trying to penetrate our political system. They are very political. This is not religion, ladies and gentlemen. That has nothing to do with religion. Religion is a relationship with God. It's a relationship with the Lord. But Islam is a relationship with the state. Islam is a one-party totalitarian system. It's a one-party state.